Good morning, good morning, good morning. You join me, ADG, and here we are on Sunday morning for a bit of Assetto Corsa. So I keep doing weekend streams on the morning, either Saturday or Sunday, and just having a bit of an hour or two playing this game. Really, going through the career mode. Really enjoying it actually. Really good game. Still addicted to Warzone, Call of Duty, so playing a lot of that, but I'm fitting a little bit of racing in between. So I'm going to jump back into the event, the championship. We'll just wait a minute or two, put a little link up on Facebook, and then get this started. So it's not actually straight into my career race, it's actually into a Pirelli wet tyres test at Misano. So I'll do that first and then head into round 3 of the championship. So quickly do this. Do bear with me for a minute or two. I've put my controller right in the way. That one. Just a minute or two whilst I do this. My phone's playing up as usual. So slowly. Hopefully everyone's had a good week. And hopefully if you've joined me for one of these videos previously last week or the week before, as we're on to round 3 now, then you've enjoyed them as well. And if you haven't played Assetto Corsa yet, or you are playing this game, hopefully you've found it interesting or helpful in some kind of way. So, okay, we're nearly ready. Where are you? Right. Morning, Sean. How's it going, mate? That was quick. Right, so I am actually ready to start. So, like I say, just done a little introduction, but I'll start again because no one's watching. So, I'm ADG, here to play a bit of Assetto Corsa Competizione, and before I get into round 3, which I don't even know which track it is, which is why I've missed it off the title, I've got to do the Misano Pirelli wet tyre test. So I'm going to jump into that and see how we go. Good morning, good morning. So I think I've just got to do a few laps to do some kind of tyre test on the wets, which I'm not looking forward to because on the wet tyre in the wet, and I haven't driven much wet weather on this yet, so it's going to be tricky. But at the same time, I kind of need to learn how to drive in the wet on this game, so there's no better time to do it than have a little practice before getting into a race in the wet. So pretty much, I don't know whether to go on a different setup. Do I actually go for the wet preset? We'll just stick with the standard setup for now and see how we go.
Green light, go, go, go. Pirelli have asked for a wet tire set test with attendance from all teams in order to bring improvements to their future products. Drive in the cleanest way possible, but with good pace. You will be evaluated based on your best lap on track.
Right, so I think I've just got to do a few clean laps really by the sound of it. Why is it not working? I've had this issue a few times. I have to go back into... Yeah, there we go. It's on my controller for some reason, so I have to select my wheel every time. So there we go. Should be able to set off now. Yep, pedals are working. Right, so I have no idea where I'm going on this track. So it should be interesting. And it doesn't even look wet, so why are we doing a wet tyre test and it's not even wet? Is this pit exit ridiculously long? I think it is. I think I might have just speeded in the pits. Right, so I've got to kind of try and learn the track. Looks like a right-hander. Have we got a map? Yeah, I've got a map to the top left. So I've got to try and remember the track and learn the track. I have driven Mazzano before, but a long time ago. Why is it not wet? It's very strange that we're on a wet tyre test and it's not actually wet. No, there's something else I need to change as well. Do bear with me. I'm such a professional. I've changed the setting on my wheel to a different set of settings, which I've just done. So we're good to go. Roll around this first lap, see where we're going, see what corners are tight. Traction controls on 8, and we are on the wet tyre, so we're on the wet tyre in dry conditions, which seems very strange indeed. Right, let's actually try and hit a corner at some kind of speed. We'll go back tight. Oh no, that's really tight. We're going to let this car pass behind, there's a car behind, and try and follow him and learn the track. Really do not compute this track so far. Doesn't make any sense to me at all. So it's going to be a struggle to get any kind of time in. Oh dear me. Right, let's try and get going. I'm going to have to actually look at the track map a little bit so I know what's coming. I was just trying to do it by instinct then, but it didn't really work. They're quite a sharp left-hander. Gone too deep. I can tell I haven't played this game very much. It takes a while to get into it. It takes a lap or two to actually get some kind of feel for what I'm doing. Can't just jump on it straight away and have a natural feel for it really.
Clear on the right.
Right, where am I going this time? It looks like a right-hander. Tight right-hander. No, kink. Fast kink. Oh god. Turning too quickly. Right, so I could not drive this track slower at the moment. That's one big corner that you kind of link up just by going down the gears and braking more and more as you go through the apexes. So that'll be good when I actually get it right. I'm going to have to change the settings. Right. I'm going to restart now. I've had a little warm up. I'm not going to change the settings because I think you've got to be on these wet settings for some reason, which just seems very, very odd when we're in the dry when it's not even raining. So there you go. That's what it is. It's a wet tyre test. So it's very confusing, so I will stick with these wet settings.
Pirelli have asked for a wet tyre set test with attendance from all teams in order to bring improvements to their future products. Drive in the cleanest way possible, but with good pace. You will be evaluated based on your past lap on track.
Is that meant to be the case, that it's dry and you're driving around on wet tyres? Seems very, very, very strange. Anyway, I've got absolutely no chance of getting a decent time. Still yet to understand the track, but hopefully those... I know it didn't look like much and I didn't do one corner right, but those couple of laps have given me some kind of idea of where I'm going. So I can try and attack it at a little bit more speed now, knowing that these hairpins are pretty tight as well. Do not overdo it into the hairpins. A little wide. I'm gonna have to change. Bear with me a second. I'm gonna have to change my wheel settings slightly. It's too tight on the steering. So I had it at 580 rotation. I'm gonna put it up to 700 quickly. There we go. Just so I've got a little bit more forgiveness in the steering. It feels really, really unforgiving. Because it's so tight, like you don't have to move the wheel at all really, but at the same time, because of that, you move the wheel a little bit too much and the rear end's going all over the place, so it's really unforgiving in that regard. Got the traction control on 8 is absolutely terrible, it slows you down so much when you put your foot down out of the corner. Get to the point where I can hit this at speed, it'll be good fun, especially that bit. I keep going wide at that same bit. Right, I need to follow a car, I really got no chance otherwise. I could put on the driving line that helps you learn the track, but we don't want to be doing that. You end up relying on it. In my previous experience when I first used to drive on racing games, I don't like this track, I can't get it into my head at all. Go on. You kind of got to be considerate on this game as well, you don't want to actually be hitting people or anything, because it gives you points rewarded on everything, it's not just online. So if I hit someone in qualifying or whatever, even in career mode, it'll knock down my points, which affect your online ratings and everything. So you've got to be clean at all times and try to keep it on track at all times, even if you're just messing about and not really taking it that seriously like I am doing for this tyre test. I hope I don't have to do too many laps. It's a 10-minute session, so feels like I've just got to go ridiculously slow on these tyres on this track. Oh, it's hard when you don't know the track. I forgot. I know a lot of tracks these days, or I've been on them before, so when I jump on it, I've got some kind of idea of where I'm going, and it's been a long time since I've actually had to try and learn a track. But this is one of those occasions. There's a few tracks on this game I've never raced on, so there's one I've never even heard of. Keep getting the corners mixed up, that looks like that. Terrible driving. It looks like one of the other corners is that way, it's a bit faster. Again, the lack of track knowledge fooling me into thinking that I'm going around the corner that I'm not. This traction control is ridiculous. Get him for some reason. It's too early in the morning to be learning the track. I'm not even going at it at any pace at all. I'm trying to just dawdle round and I still keep going off, make a mistake. Go into it with a bit of speed this time. But then actually brake for this one since it is tighter than I've given it any respect for so far. An Audi R8 right behind me. Piling the pressure on. Kinda learning the track. That last sector made a bit of sense then. Oh, it's that first corner. I keep going into it too quickly, messing up this quite fast chicane section.
Car on the right.
Better let that guy go before I take him out. At least I know now if I have to do any online, well, when I start doing online racing on this game, which will be very soon hopefully, I need to put a hell of a lot of practice in for this track, because I've got no chance of doing well on this. Not the way I know it at the moment, anyway. Feels like you've just got to dawdle round to actually keep it under control. So that's never a great way of driving, especially when you're trying to drive fast. This is the corner. I keep mistaking that corner and the first corner as the same corner. No, done it again. Using all of the road. Why is it lose the rear end every time through that? Slowly getting there with the track, but I'm still not fast. Oh, taken out by the car next to me. Full red tyres all of a sudden as well with the spin. Overheated tyres. All the pressures have gone sky high straight away. So this could be a worse, more boring session. Oops. Oh my god, I've got no grip at all now. Felt bad enough as it was. Need the tyres to cool down a little bit. How bad that traction control is. It's like there's a damaged engine in it. It takes so long to get the power built up. That corner is tight. Keep going through it knowing that it's tight and it's still tight. Still nearly catches me out every time. Let's actually try and do a reasonable lap. Kind of feel like I've got it a little bit now. first corner, it's a fast chicane-ish. Not that fast though, ruined it. Pirelli will be thanking me forever for all the information I've given them from all the off tracks. I guess that's what, yeah, that's what I understood the test to be. How many times can you go off track? And the tyres will take it. Good morning if you're joining me. Just a chilled out little stream of a bit of a Assetto Corsa. Get going on around 3 in a minute. This is just a tyre test that it wanted me to do, a wet tyre test in dry conditions. So God knows what's going on there, but just getting this out of the way and then hopefully I'll be on the track. I don't even know what track the third round is, but I'm going to be racing at it whatever, and hopefully it's somewhere I know, so I don't have troubles like this where I don't know the track. Still got the same AI settings as I've used from previous weeks, so it's not the hardest to get a decent time in qualifying, but then as I've found out it seems to be quite difficult to keep up the race pace, so can master the track and get a decent qualifying time in, but it doesn't necessarily mean that much. Well, especially with the mistakes I end up having. So I'm absolutely shocking around this track if I ever drive on it again. Like I say, especially online, I definitely need to put an hour or two of practice into this track. So I have no idea what I'm doing on it really. Just about picked up where to go, left or right. So that's that, over and done with. Thank God for that. Right, so continue career, let's go. Want a decent race on this game. I've had like, I didn't do a stream or video of it or anything, but I've had like one really good race and that's it. So we're at the same track by the look of it, but in the clear weather conditions, which that was as well. Anyway, we'll see how we go. It won't be that difficult like it was then. So we'll have the same setup. Not driving around with a wet weather setup, which is ridiculously hard to use. So we've got 3 practice, 2 qualifying sessions, and 2 races of 20 minutes. So I'm going to quickly light a bit of a smoke. I'm afraid I'm a smoker. Apologies if you don't like smoking, but at least you don't have to smell it. Sat there watching me instead of being here. So we go for it. A blast with the aggressive setup on, and anything else to change? Not really. We'll give it a go. So,
Green light, show them
started. We're on the same track, that's the thing that worries me, that I've just been driving around on. Where are we? We are on the same track. I do kind of know it. That just seemed really strange in that case. But I guess it was just because I were on the wet tyres. It seems so difficult. So I can feel the difference straight away on the soft tyre in the aggressive setup as well. Yeah, right. Right, so I've got to hone in on this track now. It's going to be a lot easier with this setup. It already feels a lot better. and that's a lot better as well. I can actually slide it a little bit when I want to. Without the traction control absolutely killing all the power. See if we can do this with any kind of speed now then, this section. A little lift going into this one and then just roll it into the next one on the brakes. Through a bit too slow at the apex. And then the slow final tight right one, which I kept getting wrong last time. So that's just a bit of a back run through there, a bit of a lift, settle it down and then back on the power. And then this final corner, a lot of times we made through here I think. Run it wide on the exit. That's more like it. It makes a bit more sense now, we're on the proper setup. Oh, I've gone too fast into there though. Ooh. Terrible line going on. Just about recovered it. This is only a 5-minute practice session till I get into qualifying, so I need to make the most of it. That's a fast road kink, but I'm taking it too fast. I should roll in and then get back on the power earlier. Well, I'm getting back on the power too early, which is sending me wide. I should roll it through the apex a little bit more, then get back on the power. And I've been flat out through the exit then. So picking up on my little mistakes to try and improve lap after lap. Going a little bit slow into here I think as well, but I just want to get that second corner hooked up. Got like a decent exit, not too bad. Got to remember which one's which, so these are the fast ones. This is a fast one, this is a slow one, and then the last one's even slower still. That's how I've got to try and remember it almost really. Oh god, that's tight. These last two corners are really quite aggressive really, got to attack them. So, first corner, kind of a wide, open, fast. Oh god, fast chicane almost really. So that's how I'm going to try and remember it. Oh my god, I'm all over the place. Keep it going. And then we've got Ty right-hander. Oh god, my driving could not be worse today so far. Don't know why I started streaming. That's a problem when you just start streaming straight away, you have no warm-up or anything. You don't know the track. But I like to think, show some good racing along my little YouTube career, and also show the struggles as well. Playing Dirt Rally 2, showing plenty of struggles. A lot of people have said in the past, I don't think I'm particularly quick, but a lot of people have said I'm a quick driver and stuff like that. And I know that it's basically just practice that makes me quick. I'm not naturally really quick. I have to put in the hours and the practice to pick up the braking points like everyone else and all the rest of it. So it's not like I'm just a gifted god at these kind of things. I have to go around and learn the tracks just like anyone else. And it takes me a while sometimes. Some tracks are easier than others to learn. Some just have a nice flow to them, so they kind of make sense. This one not being one of those. Proving a little bit of tricky to get to grips with.
Session is now
15th in the end, so not a brilliant time. Okay, there. See if we can go any better in qualifying. At least, the last couple of races I've had, I've qualified in first. So I've not had a chance to actually have a very good race or do many overtakes or anything. So, if I don't qualify very well, hopefully that's the case. It gives me some chance to actually
green light, give it all you can.
Actually have a bit of a race with people. Anyway, into qualifying we go. 5-minute session, so we haven't got long. and I need to get on my game because that driving then was absolutely terrible. I need to get some kind of rhythm going, because I was just trying to literally remember how to get around the corners that lap, or those couple of laps really. I need to find some kind of rhythm where I've actually got a flow to it and a bit of an idea of which side of the track to be on. So straight into it, no messing about, let's push on the outlap and get round for a nice quick qualifying lap straight away. Oh, a bit wide. Gives me a bad line for that one. Oh, I actually touched the gravel, cut detected. Never mind, it's only the outlap. So just picked up a bad line straight away, and I just carried it through the next couple of corners as well. Never regained it, which is not good. But there you go, like I say, it's only the outlap. Cruise through this one, don't want to lose the rear end. Still going a little bit too slow into that one, I made too many mistakes into there already, so being a bit too cautious. I'll gain the confidence as I go, hopefully. I need to carry more speed into there as well. I'm waiting for the car to settle down before I get back on the throttle, but I think the car had taken more of the bump than I'm giving it credit for. That was a little bit wide. Right, so fast chicane this first corner really. Not that fast on that second bit of it though. And then this needs easing through so you can actually get back on the power without going too wide. Tighty right it. So we get easing through that one, picked up the bad line again, so just actually hitting the brakes, going through that apex, just to make sure I don't make the same mistake, get the corner cut again. Still getting to grips with this track, it's tricky. Not that familiar with it at all. Starting to make sense. Feels like this is probably going to be my best lap so far, if I do put it all together. Actually carrying some kind of mid-corner speed through the apexes. Get this flat and then on the brakes. Oh, big kick as I hit the brakes heavily. Managed to gather it up just about there. Catch it. That corner is horrible. I'm sure I'm losing loads of time for that corner. I need to corner cut. Damn. I need to learn how to take these corners better and get that time out of them. So that lap is invalidated because of that corner cut there. So on to this lap now, the one that counts. Get her through there, had to lift to control a little bit of understeer, but not too bad. Oh, lost the rear end a little bit through there. So I don't feel like I've got one fully credible lap together yet, never mind a fast lap. Still yet to actually put a lap together without a massive mistake in it really. Interesting to see where we come. Probably at the back. I'm in 16th at the moment with my invalidated first lap. This is fast into here. I'm not going to push it quite as hard on the brakes this time. I need this lap. Don't want to risk it too much. I'm still going way too slow into there. Just can't get it into my head that you can carry more speed, which means that I've not actually picked up the correct brake. Oh no! What?
You're on the right.
Cheers, pal.
Validated.
Oh, so that's 16 for me then. Taken out. I knew he was there, but I didn't feel like I forced him to cause any contact, but there you go, it did do. Get out of the way. Bentley coming up, Mitchell. This is probably all losing me points, which I mentioned earlier. These like rating points. I'm driving around on the grass for half of qualifying. Anyway, 16th in qualifying 1, so that's not good.
Session is
Well, we should have a good race, see where we go. Might be a bit easier in the race, following other cars as well. Oh god. And actually getting to grips with the track that way, using their braking points and everything. Good morning, Steve. How's it going, mate? You alright? Good of you to join me. Incredibly tricky. I don't really know the track very well, so yeah, I'm struggling my way through free practice and qualifying. Feel like I've got a couple of laps under my belt, but then I end up doing something wrong along the way. So 16 for race 1, and let's see what we can do for race 2. Oh good, mate. How's the new update? It's not bad. I don't know, I didn't really notice much difference. I haven't played it enough before the update, so I'm not the best man to tell you really. How's it going, Billy? Synchronized crashing. What are you on about? What are you on about? Yeah, let's go, qualifying. Let's get a lap in this time. So my first is only 5-minute session, so it takes a while to get round to do your out lap. Lose quite a bit of time, and then you only get 2 fast laps in. So in that first qualifying session, then the first lap I invalidated by going wide, and my second one I got taken out by some guy coming through from behind, which I didn't really consider too much, and probably was my fault, but I'm blaming him. Go straight away, overtake.
Clear on the left.
Is that better? Maybe that's better actually. Short shifted into third through there then. Using no revs at all instead. Getting to third to gear nice and early. I'm good, kiddo. How are you? Hope you're well. Oh yeah, I'm well. I'm well. I'm fine at the moment. Good to hear, Billy. Good. Yeah, so short shifting maybe a little bit on this track might be advantageous. Maybe I've been using first gear when I should be using second just to help me out and settle down the car a little bit. I love these corners here, but they scare the hell out of me at the same time. I keep doing that every single time. Too slow into there. Way too slow. Doesn't matter this time because it's my out lap, but definitely do not want to be taking that line. I've done it a few times now. Right, here we go. I know I could carry more speed into that third corner, but I'm concentrating more on getting a better line for this exit and through the second part of the first corner. Oh no no no, over rotation from the rear. Just wanted to keep going on me then. A little lift and correction on the wheels sorted it out, but a bit worrying. Oh, kind of reminds me of one of the corners at Catalunya does that. can't think which one as I'm driving around. Too busy concentrating, but just from instinct, it kind of reminds me of one of the corners in Catalonia and the way that you have to ride the exit. So is this lap going to be reasonable at all to get me out of 16th place? Carry more speed, yes, a little bit more. Got the bad line into it, but still carried a bit more than I've been. With a worse line. Short shift, oh no, oh, nearly got the corner cut. Had to correct to make sure I didn't. What? I was on the curb. Right, so it's all down to this final lap now. That was invalidated. God, it's hard to get a clean lap in round here. Well, it is for me anyway. So right over to the right hand side to get that opened up to get this exit through here. So it's just flat out instead of having to feather it or anything like that. And then you're flat out to this braking zone all the way up to this tight right hander. And then back out again. I'm probably not even driving it right, so I don't know why I'm talking you through it as though I've got some kind of idea of what I'm doing. But I am getting round the lap now at least. And this is quite heavy on the brake, it's late apex as well really. So you can get a decent exit. This is quite fast into a slow one. And then not too slow, but got to hook up the apex, switch off mist. So slowly, like I say, picking up the nuances of the track and the little details that you've got to really attack or avoid. This is my qualifying lap though, so no corner cutting through here now. I need to make sure I get through it all nice and neat. Guy behind, don't take me out please. I need a qualifying time. There you go, get past but don't affect me. Well, I'm certainly not going to be beating him. Last corner, don't corner cut. Yes. What an achievement. I've actually got a clean lap in. Where am I? 11th. Not last. Woo, woo. How's the new job going? Yeah, not too bad actually. Quite enjoy it. Good group of lads, good place to work. Not that bothered about health and safety, which is slightly concerning, but we'll gloss over that. But yeah, it's not bad actually. Cheers for asking. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's hard work though. I've been knackered having all that time off and going back to a very physical job. It's been hard work. It's taken a few weeks for my body to get back into it and get used to it. It's probably why I haven't been around streaming as much and stuff like that. Oh Jesus, right, let's just... Okay, now we've finished qualifying and people are coming in and taking us out. It's only the AI use this as well. Yeah, so yeah, it's not too bad actually, Billy, thanks for asking. Right, so let's get into race 1, a 20-minute race, starting in 16th, and I think this is going to require a little bit of a smirk. So... don't think there's really anything I need to do other than get the pit stop right, which has been the bane of my life in this game so far. Well, I'm going to stall then, going so slow off the start. What you're driving here, the Bentley Continental GT3 2018.
Green line.
Oh, we're off. Oh, it's good starting at the back. You get to start way before the start line.
On the left. Clear on the left.
Let's get through this chicane. Got a few positions there without contact as well. Just diving down the inside aggressively, but actually managed to avoid everyone. Oh no! Where's that just come from? Why is it raining? Where's the rain just come from all of a sudden? That literally just started then. Wet tyres optimum. Oh, what? So we're on the dry tyres as well. I wonder if everyone else is on the wets. No wonder it gave me that wet test. Without any rain though, that was handy.
Clear on the left.
Defend this apex. Juice. So at the moment, it doesn't actually feel ridiculous on the dry tyre, so it's only drizzled a little bit. Let's put the lights on as well. What's my light button? Is that the lights? Yeah, I think that's the lights. Not that they do anything, you can't see them. Oh god, it's scary going through these corners now in the wet. This is going to be really interesting. I've only just learned the track pretty much, and now we're in the wet, and this is my first real wet race as well on the track that I'm not that familiar with, so this is going to be really difficult to keep it going. I'll get my excuses in early. Everyone diving in the pitch, so I'm going to do the same. Get the wet tyres on. Hopefully it does it for me, because I'm not even that familiar with how to do all the pit settings and stuff. There we go. Oh, compound dry. There we go. Wet. Validate, do it, whatever you need to do. Where's my pit box? Am I doing past it? No, it's there. Oh, I've turned off my engine. Oh, the pit stops every time. Completely mess it up. Right, I'm going to restart that. Now I know that it's about to rain. Got caught out completely then. It's all very exciting. Yeah, it's a nice car on this game. Really, in the dry, it's really, I don't know, I want to say it's easy to drive, but it isn't really. It's quite settled and balanced, but you still got to really push it to actually get a decent lap time out of it, and that's what I really like about it. It's the fact that you're not like scared of it, you have to drive it aggressively to actually get a reasonable lap time out of it, and I really like cars like that. So that's why I really like this Bentley so far, because of that. Right,
Stay double file.
let's ignore that and just go again. Now we know the rain is on the way. It pretty much happened instantly then, so it was dry and then it started, I needed my wipers on instantly. It wasn't like a slow build up to the rain and a little bit of drizzle.
Green light, go.
Oh, that's a bad start, I was on the brakes. Not quite the glory of the first attempt down the inside. Let's see what we can do for the second bit. 3 wide, keep it clean, it's good. Get the wipers on, and there we go. And off we go, we've got 2 cars. See if we can get a third. Oh, having to dive right to the inside of that apex to avoid the contact. Shouldn't have gone for it really. Oh, a little bit of understeer on the exit. To actually go a bit quiet in this and concentrate a little bit, because can't see me doing very well otherwise. I'm just chatting my way through it and treating it quite lazily in a way. Ain't gonna work, I don't think. That's the way. So finally I get that corner right and it's in the wet. Woohoo! Right, how do I do this pit stop? There, how do I do it? I think that's it, hopefully. My boxes, can't see my box, where is it? There. Oh my god. Right. Back down to last place already. Just because of that. Right, they're putting the wets on. Please put the wets on. Tyre change. I don't know how you do everything. Please be wet tyres. Please be wet tyres. Please be wet tyres. Please be wet tyres. Am I off? Am I going?
Come on, go, go.
Right, so battle on. Am I on the wets? I am on the wets, right? So that's how you do the pit stop. Actually got the wet tyres on. That's good. So you just go down and select it, and you pull into your box, and it does whatever you've selected. I'm guessing you don't have to confirm anything. I was thinking, like, where's the confirm button? Oh no, I've just speeded. I think I've just sped in the pit lane. I might have done anyway. Right, whoa, Jesus Christ! Okay. Full wet conditions, and I've just picked up a load of damage. Oh my god. Right. Yeah. This is going to be fun. Right. Let's get through the corner, see how bad it is. No, so if you give it a bit of respect, it's not too bad, you can get through the corners. I don't think I'm on for a podium here. But I am enjoying this game nonetheless, even if it is terrible every single time I do one of these races and streams. Never actually have a good race. I'm just becoming part of it, I think, now. Part of the charm. Oh my god. I'm forgetting how smooth you got to be in the wet. I'm just chucking it into there like I did doing the dry, and it just does not take it. Crashing again, yeah. You're right, Billy. Try not to, now you've said that. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, because it makes it look even worse when I do. Obviously I'm trying not to anyway, but I'm trying to go at some kind of pace, but I'm just trying to keep out track now, going really slow if I need to. I'll probably get in a better lap for it anyway. So, it's quite difficult in the rain so far. Look at the understeer. We go so slowly to gain it back. I might have to short shift a little bit more. I'll be a little bit more considerate on the throttle. It's got quite a low traction control setting, so I need to be a little bit more delicate, I guess. Oh my god. Short shift a little bit maybe as well. That's deep. Taking the wet line. Oh! Got a bit of attitude in the wet. Right, let's roll it into here. Let's not just put my foot down again. And then again, roll it through here. Nice and steady on the brakes. Roll it through here. And then on the brakes for the tricky one. Still getting loads of understeer through. No. No. nearly did a lap then. Oh my god, this is hard. I thought I was on for a reasonable lap. When I say reasonable, actually didn't go off. But no, I managed to rectify that before the last corner. Oh god. Any kind of correction is not good. You don't want to be dealing with any kind of massive corrections really, because it just doesn't go well. Believe it or not, I actually really like stuff like this, even though I'm in 16th place. Just battling the car around the track is quite an achievement in a way. It's a different thing altogether. It's not looking for the ultimate lap time or anything like that. It's just trying to keep it on track is quite difficult in itself. I enjoy it in a weird way. Just get my wipers on a bit faster. Forgot you could change the speed. I'm absolutely terrible at it at the same time, but I do enjoy the challenge. I'm looking forward to like driving Spa or something in the wet. Hard enough in the dry. Right, I'm going to actually concentrate, go quiet for a minute or two and try and do actual driving. Already in third gear, taking it steady. There you go, fastest lap by far. My fastest lap by far.
Well done mate, that's your fastest lap.
The graphics aren't brilliant, I'll be honest, when it's raining. A bit annoying on the windscreen because it's a bit pixelated rather than like fluid rain. So it kind of does just make it look like you're looking for a pixelated windscreen almost. In fact, I might change the view just for that very reason. Better, I can proper see what I'm doing. I should maybe play this game in this view. Probably be a little bit quicker. No, that one corner. If you put your foot down at the wrong time, which you keep doing, on that one corner, that's it. I'm going to have to retire from this one, I think. I'm in 13th place, I'm not actually last. I wasn't last. I need to restart my car though, because I will be last in a second. Return to pit to repair the car. I don't think so. I'm gonna have to restart. Or do I just sacrifice that first one? I'm just gonna sacrifice that first race, I think. How am I still in 10th? I'm not anymore. 15th. What is going on here? So I guess if you press return to garage, it does do it for you, but then you've got a longer pit stop. So it's taking a minute now instead of 30 seconds in the pit. Or maybe that's because of the damage repair, I'm not sure. Again, not that familiar with this game yet. I could definitely do with, oh sorry, loads of messages. Yeah, I know, I didn't know that it was going to rain in a way. I didn't look. I'm very prepared. Not wet setup, no, just wet tyres. Right, better go, aren't I? Do that every time. Turn the ignition off every single time. So again, might as well finish this off now. I was going to retire, but I've got the repairs, got the wet tyres on. Might as well learn a little bit more in the next 7 minutes and see if I can get any better in the wet, basically. I think this view might actually really help though. Just got to kind of get the feel for the reactions of the car. It's difficult, especially when there's a big correction, because then there's too much weight transfer to actually bring it back the other way or get it back in a straight line, basically. This view's a lot better for seeing where the water particularly is as well, and if there's puddles or anything like that. Don't look like it really puddles on this game, but it might do if the rain was a bit heavier. I don't know. It kind of does, you can see it there through these corners. There's a bit of a dry line here and there. Oh, I've done it again. Got to be really sensitive on the accelerator, and I keep doing it on the same corner as well, on the exit. Just really easy to do as you get the power back down. But I'm learning, if nothing else. I'm learning that I'm terrible in the wet, but I can get a lot better on the plus side. Oh my god. I'm learning that as well. Do not go near the curbs. Got on that curve then and have no steering whatsoever. So turned in, no, I keep pressing the wrong button. Turned into a learning exercise now. It's learning everything the wrong way by crashing, really. This will do my points a load of favours, just stopping and letting everyone through. I'm competing for that podium still. I'm just letting them lap me, and then I'll get back on it. Go on. Sometimes it's like you don't know what you're doing, and I'm quite clear letting you pass, but kind of slow down to make it hard for you, and it makes you wait even longer. Right, let's get a lap in the wet. Woohoo! Too fast. Just about caught it. Like Dirt Rally 2 all of a sudden on the wheel, a lot more steering input. Already in third gear, short shifted. Just so I've got some kind of control over the throttle without killing myself. Don't do it. Oh no, I kind of felt it going as well, and I still just held the throttle at the same point. Oh, for God's sake. Well, race 2 is going to be fun. I wish qualifying were in the wet, then it would be kind of representative of where I qualified at least. Hopefully I can learn in the next 3 minutes enough to be able to keep on track in race 2. Yeah, I think you can do a setup, so I'll go straight on the wet tyre, and obviously then I won't have to pit as well. That corner, bloody hell, wants to kill you every time. blue flags for me. Hurt my bum a little bit. Oh god, even there it's squirming about a little bit, just on the straight. Too late on the brakes. He broke a lot earlier in front then. As soon as you go anywhere near a big mistake, you got to lift off. Learned that already. Can't try and power through it or hold it on the throttle in any way. If you get a slide going, you've got to lift out. Like then completely off the throttle. I'm actually still up on my time though, so I am learning something. The understeer. Still doing that corner completely wrong every time. I've done the same line, the wrong line, every single time I got through that corner. For the last hour or so, or however long I've been on. Very last lap for me now, let's see if we can improve on that, which was my personal best lap. Short shifting again. Having to be so gentle with the accelerator. You can actually see my accelerator bottom right if you're interested, and the trace of how I'm accelerating and braking. Got to be so gentle and build it up so slowly. Not just planting my foot back to full throttle. So I hope race 2 goes a little bit better from what I've learned, and that's all I can hope for now really. Oh, the understeer. I didn't have so much understeer for the very beginning, so maybe it does get wetter and wetter and more slippery because it seems like there's less grip definitely through this section than there was at the beginning. It's a challenge. That's good. That's what you want from wet weather racing. Oh god, all of a sudden it goes quiet. That's what you want from wet weather racing. Stop the pain. Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ, you need to. Right, I'm going to try and change to a wet setup this time straight away. Let's see if we can do it. Should be able to do it now. In this little bit. Here we go. So wet setup, but with less traction control. I have it on 3 normally, so I'll have it on 5. ABS down to like 7, and that'll do. Make sure the tyres are actually wet, yeah. And then the pit stop as well, I can change the pit stop here without having to mess about. So, wet tyres, if I do have to pit, I think I do have to pit anyway, so I'll have to come in for wets again. And yeah, that's it really. So I think that's it. Let's go. Yeah, I'm on the wet tyre, that's good. Right, got half a chance at this race now, hopefully. Change the view back to the dry, and then once I get into the wet again, I'll probably put it back on body cam so I can see. Starting in 11th in this one. A lot better than 16th in the last one.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I gave too much room there at the apex. And went right over the apex instead of taking any kind of speed I had.
Right.
Just to make sure I didn't make contact, but gave too much room to do it.
On the right.
Good side-by-side stuff there though.
Clear on the right.
Still there, I need to get in front of him before the next braking zone, which I am. I'm on the inside. I'm on the wet tyre though, I need to remember. I'm not on the prime tyre whilst it's dry. Hopefully it rains in this one, otherwise I'm going to be absolutely screwed. It might not even rain in this one, and then I need to restart again. Otherwise I completely ruined it. I should have maybe looked. I'm hoping it rains because they're already overheating. The rears are already red. Oh no 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 no! Oh, it's all gone wrong. Oh,
clear on the left.
I think I need the dries on. Right. Let's restart. Oh, it's a bloody learning lesson, is this one? It's playing this game. Oh, my phone's died. My phone's died, so unfortunately I've got no messages this time. Right, I can't see because my face is in the way. I think. Oh no, it is, it's just sunny is this one, right, so. What I should have done last race, I've done this race, but I don't need to. I can just go for the aggressive setup, and job's a good one. So I should be alright now.
Stay in double file.
Here we go, starting in 11th, got half a chance now I know what's going on. Dry weather. Completely. That's embarrassing. Completely looking at the radar then. Didn't even notice that we're at the corner, needed to brake. Oops. Trying to get to the inside. Right. Third time lucky. That's how it goes on this game. Woo. Yeah, we're on the dry tyre. Right, no messing about. Treat it like there's only one chance, like we're in real life. That's better as well.
Car on the right.
Oh,
Clear on the right.
into the back of the car in front, but I'll take that because I got ahead of the cars that I was trying to overtake. What a nice evening it looks like to be racing on. So these guys as well teaching me the proper lines. That was good for that. Where I'm a 9th, not too bad, not too bad. Again, I do apologise, my phone's died, so I haven't got the messages up next to me. If you do send me a message, I can't see it, I'm afraid. Or what they would call in TV world, technical difficulties. Track is a good track when you actually start to gel with it slowly. It's taken me a long time, but slowly getting there with it. Mazzano. Oh, a bit of a slide from the rear, but managed to catch it on the brakes. And with a little correction. Keep the car balanced and keep any kind of pace through that section. The fine line. So let's see if we can get a few positions here, because they're not that far in front and there's a few of them chasing each other, so they slow each other down. Here's the AI I'm racing against, so I don't quite know exactly how it pans out in these races. I haven't done that many of them, but to go for overtakes on each other, then there's potential to catch up. Showing me the lines these guys are. It's a lot better than I was driving this track before. And crucially, actually catching them up a little bit.
Well done, mate. This is me, your muscle best.
It's definitely my weakest section, that little bit of track. Dropped back a little bit from the guys in front there as well, which proves it. Need to work on that little bit a bit more. This is good fun though. It's probably the best race I've had on this game so far at the moment, even though nothing that exciting's happened. There's still 15 minutes to go, so no need to force too much at the moment. Flat out through this bit now, come on. Flat out into here, lift off, roll in, dab a brake because I'm still on the turn, so I shouldn't have done that. Caught it nicely, nice and wide, entry into there. Need to get back on the bumper of the guy in front though, dropped off a little bit. Slow entry but good exit. Not quite caught up though. shifting again, even in the dry, just to get the power down and flat out instead of having to feather it. Oh, rear end went a little bit, and then I corrected it, and then it put me off track. Oops. Have to push even harder now, get back on the guys in front. There we go. About as close as I was. Bit of a corner cut. Never mind. Finally feel like I've hit some kind of rhythm on this track as well now. It's feeling good. I'm enjoying it now, finally. Don't feel like a struggle anymore. I actually know where I'm going. Come on, good exit, get down the line. Oh, trying to maintain the line there, got the line all the way through side by side into this one and made sure of the overtake, but now I've got to battle for it.
Car on the left.
Got to battle hard for it as well.
Clear on the left.
Keeping it clean there, it's good. So he made a bit of a mistake there, I didn't even touch him, which was good. Nice to know that you can actually kind of keep it clean with the AI without too much difficulty. Right, so making places, here we go. Be pit stop soon, I think. Pit window open, it says. Sun looks coming through the gaps in the stadiums there, and now it is nice and bright, can't miss it, first class. So I am pitted this lap, luckily I've got next lap to be able to do it as well. Oh no, oh god, that was a save. Kind of lost concentration for a second, forgot which corner I was going into, and that was the result. Completely lost it. Massive mistake to cover up. Oh, and I've lost the line altogether now through there. That's terrible. And this guy behind me deserves to get past now. Going to defend to the right hand side.
Car on the left.
Thinking that it's a right hander, but it isn't, it's on the left. So I'm stuck on the outside. I need to pin this lap. This bit of track is so good. Oh, that corner did do me a bit of grief now. In the pits.
The halfway mark, still a long way to go. We've got some light damage on the front of the car.
I've just damaged the car by bloody banging into the wall there. Coming into the pits. And I've just lost the position as well by braking a little bit too early. Can't see my pit entry box. Should go this way, I suppose. Oh god, that's terrible. You're gonna pit me? It's not even. Oh, I should have just driven through that car. Oh, for pit stops are so annoying in this game. It's almost a reason to stop playing it. So frustrating. Right, well that was a good warm up for race 2, if nothing else. So annoying. I don't want to sit here and repeat and restart. Just want to get a race done and enjoy it. I was enjoying that as well. It would have been interesting where I would have come with the pit stops and everything as well. I'll have to try and do it all again now. I suppose we've got a chance of doing it even better on the plus side.
Green light, give it all you got.
Back start. Well, not brilliant, not too bad I suppose.
Car on the right.
I'm going to go on the outside, inside for the next one. Oh, nearly to the back of the Audi. No one next to me on the right hand side, so I can cut across. Little radar at the top, pretty handy on this game. Down the inside of 2 of them, late on the brakes.
Clear on the left.
Nick that apex off them. And there we go, that's a good start, I'm happy with that. Can I get more on this run into the next corner? Fair few still bunched up in front. Play ultra aggressive, down the inside of at least one. Still side by side.
Clear on the right.
I'm going for it this time, as you can see. Even got a chance here, look. Snuck the apex off that guy so he can get back to the apex. Touring car style, you just get your nose there and you can't really get back to the corner properly. And you've got the position. Touring cars is on today, I'm looking forward to watching it again. First race back after COVID. Definitely better than we were doing last time. Let's see if we can actually keep it on track and keep it neat and tidy now. But no excuses now, blowing the track.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
That was just terrible driving. Because the cars are so lively on this game and so like alive really. They never you know, they're constantly bumping around, they're moving around, even when you've got it settled down in a way. There's still a little bit of movement from the car. And it just makes for some really good racing, because it's quite hard to be consistent lap after lap without having any big moments or big corrections that you have to catch, or just putting your foot down a little bit too early, catching that little bit of understeer or whatever it might be, getting the braking wrong. Right, got to make sure the pit stop is correct. That is my main concern now, more than anything else. Oh no. First sector, nice and calm as well. Actually do it right, there's no mistakes, nice and calm. It actually feels slow, but it's slow to go fast. same through here really, it's not, oh I shouldn't have said that, it's not actually like, it's all about the momentum and rather than the ultimate pace on the high revs or anything like that. Right, need to gain it back up because bad couple of corners there. Master that corner, just get it wrong so often. Really trying to carry more speed through it, and it really isn't a fast corner, so I guess they're just always trying to go too fast into it. Anyway, I've dropped off the guys in front, so it's going to be a battle to not lose my positions almost in a way in a minute. Come on, really need to sort and smooth this out. Terrible again. Come on. That might be a penalty. Right, I really need to sort this last sector out because I'm absolutely shocking at it. Ooh, nearly. What the hell was that? Hit one of the sausage curves, but Jesus Christ! Oh, from 7th to 10th instantly. In one sausage. Typical. I didn't feel like that was too wide either. Feels like I've gone that wide on other laps and got away with it. Not that time though. That was a big old banger. See if we can catch these guys now before the pit stop. I'm not going to pit this lap, I'm going to pit the next lap. Well, I might pit when these guys do actually. Right, they're going now, so I'm going to go now actually. Need to make sure this is right. This is the hardest bit of the game. Right, one speed in, that's good. Oh! Oh, I've gone too far. Do your thing, do your pit stop. What the hell? I hate this game. I hate this game. It's official. There we go, put me in last place because can't get the frigging proper stupidly overcomplicated pit stop right. God's sake. 16th. I'm never going to win one of these races just because of the pits. Ever.
Mandatory stop is now clear. Come on, let's go. Class leaders pitting now.
The class leader's pitting, so it's a full lap in front, more or less.
We are halfway through. Keep it up.
I think this will be my last attempt at these career races. It's pointless doing. It's becoming absolutely pointless. Just end up driving around on my own all the time. Which I might as well just do one time trial or something and learn the track properly. Plus side, got a race to finish, and I'm going to do it. Even if I haven't got hope of getting out of 16th place. Whoa, brakes aren't very effective into there then. Run the curve on the first one, missed it. Run the curve on the second one. Heavy on the brakes. Look at the sun now, it looks cool. Nice sunset. Lowering the track temperature there. Again, short shifting just to get the power down earlier. Keep traction. Again, doing it through here as well, just to keep traction again, not have any oversteer moments to deal with. Slowly learning really how to drive on this game. You've got to be intelligent about your driving in a way. Over rotation when I actually got back on the power. Still going too slowly into there. Got a lot faster when I was following different cars and actually getting the line right. Game is awesome, it's good. Other than the pit stops. bit more aggressive with the curbs, but it's paying off lap time wise. Doing some decent laps now, got no one to chase. Typical. There we go, that was a little bit better. Here when you get to that position where you can't see the apex because of the side pillar, it's because you've got a little bit of understeer. Nearly. Jab that up on the brakes. Oh, big slide. Terrible line. Terrible line. Still up on my time though, somehow. Shows how bad I've been driving. Oh my god. Not the line again. No consistency on this whatsoever. Not bad time, equals my fastest. Oh, I missed my brake pedal then. I do right foot brake and I accelerated instead of brake then. Oops. Big mistake to be doing, schoolboy error. Number 16th place, I'm getting quite good at this.
Alright, man, the leader is on the final lap. Give me the final
the line. There we go. Have I got to do another lap? I think I've got another lap here. Done it again. Ah, too wide.
Leader has finished the race.
Keep hitting the apex early now, which is the line, but then I keep doing it too quickly and running out so wide on that corner. Making the same mistake lap after lap. Just cruise around now, I guess. I'm in last place. No need to push. So yeah, a bit of an anticlimax these races. I want to have a decent race, and I did have a decent race at one point, but pit stops always put an end to it. I mean, you're not going to carry on that race for very long. I need to go through the settings and put as much automatic stuff on for the pit stops as possible. I don't think there's a lot else I can really put on, but if I can, I'm going to put it on and make it as easy as possible getting into the pits and out.
Alright, checkered flag, good job, you did the best you could. I'll bring the car back.
Oh dear. A little replay at the beginning. No, it's not the beginning. It's been me driving around. Yeah, that's that then. That is Misano. 2 races. Terrible as always. Becoming quite predictable now. It's actually turned out to be a really nice day just looking out the window. But I'm 42% up on my progress. I've still yet to actually get anywhere near having a good race. What can I change? You can't change anything there. Can't change anything there. I need that to be bloody automatic there. Should have done that before I started. Yeah. But let's have a quick look at special events. Still the same ones. So what do I have a go at? McLaren. I'm gonna try this one. Have I done a time on this? Don't think I've tried this one yet, so I'll have a quick go on this, even though it's in the wet. It's gonna be really tricky, and in a car that I haven't driven yet either, so it should be interesting. But we'll see if we can get a time in and see if we're like 4,000th in the world, which will probably be the case.
Right, this session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it over the limit.
Right, let's wet set up it. And then turn the TC down a bit. Even though I've never driven this car. ABS down a little bit and leave it like that. Yes, automatic start. I don't have to mess about. this feels quick. They all feel quick, these cars, but in different ways. Feels like it goes through the gears very quickly. Sounds good.
Green light, give it all you can.
Actually handled too badly as well, even though we're in the wet. Thought I was going to be in for slippy slidey time then, but actually just took it. Track I know a lot more than Mazzano, so I know exactly where I'm going here. Know where to stay away from, where to attack. Stay away from the curbs basically in the rain. Picked up some understeer on the entrance to there. Had to deal with it all the way through that corner then, risking going off. So it feels a lot wetter around this back section than it did on the opening of the lap. See if we can get a lap in though without ruining it completely. Where's that put me? 1,954 place. Don't really want to use the curbs like you normally would at Brands Hatch. You'd be using all these exit curbs, running the entrance, running on the apex curve as well, but not in the wet. This is where it gets interesting down here. Pick up so much understeer into there. I thought I'd compensated for it, but obviously not, still going too quickly. No, two wheels on the ground. Oh, some things on this game aren't savable at times. That was one of them. Don't know how I would have saved that really. So I'll have to go for another lap and go for a faster time again. Learning from my mistakes, sir. Easy to learn how to track you, you know well. Too much understeer again. So I need to just cue the understeer really and I should be alright. Easy. But it's not that hard either. Manageable. It's manageable. Avoiding that wet patch that gives you the understeer by the look of it there. It's a lot better through there that time. Snaking at the rear a little bit as he got back on the power though. Just lost it. Big slide. Stalled. Still 10 seconds up on my fastest time though, so I'll finish the lap. Even with a massive slide and a stall, still going to be faster than my previous fastest. So definitely going for a few more.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Oh, broke early and still got loads of understeer. Not the intention. Too much curb. Oh, you can't touch the curbs at all. One little bit of the car bouncing around and you're in a spin, so... Right, I'm going to go for a full-on return to garage and have another go.
Alright, mate, this session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it too much over the limit.
The noise of this car when you get up to speed as well. Down the start-finish straight sounds epic. This bit at the end. There you go.
Green light, give it all you can.
Whew, that was risky. It's impossible to catch this Audi. Let's go again. Just want to get a good lap in now. I know I can get a reasonable lap in on this track.
Right.
Need to go a little bit slower maybe just to make sure I get it.
Be fast, but don't push it over the limit.
Definitely beat that time that I've done. Got the power so early there, that was good. I wasn't far off while you're doing the dry. To roll it into you, because you keep losing the rear end too much. This Audi actually feels good. So it's the first time I've driven it. Feels quite manageable. That's better through there, nowhere near going wide. On the exit. Need to get this right. There we go, this is a decent lap so far. Last corner to go. Back on the power early but in third gear, so I've got some kind of traction rather than wheel spinning. More like it, that was a better lap. I'm in the wet, that felt quite good. Didn't want to turn at all on there then to get off, but very gently just pulled it off. The tiniest of bit of steering lock. Oh, got a big kick. I'm already a second down on my time, so Yeah, I'm done. Right. Feel a bit knackered now. Done too much. Thank you very much for joining me. If you had done, I do appreciate it. I know it's been a long one, but I've just sat here, enjoyed it. Nice chilled out stream. Hopefully you do enjoy these if you do tune in. Or you catch it afterwards. Thank you very much. Take care, look after yourselves. I'll see you again soon, hopefully. I'll be back to play some league racing of this very soon, hopefully. So, yeah, take care, look after yourselves, and bye for now.